Top of the morning, top of the morning. It's your boy, Jay Richards, that is. But y'all knew that already, though. Alright, so I'm gonna jump right into it, right? Dropping another situation I had to endure with my kid's mother, right? It's sad that I have to, like, this is my form of venting, because as a man, you can't go, as a man, as a father, you can't even go and have a one-on-one with your kid's mother, because especially when they're a liar, they're a vindictive person, and they'll basically lie on you and try to get you jammed up. So I can't even have conversations like that with my kid's mother, right? All right. So back in August, my kid's mother reached out to me. She was like, oh, sorry. She was like, oh, she said, I'm gonna put my daughter in dance or whatever the case may be. All right, cool, whatever. I was like, no. Then she was like, oh, could I take her on a certain day? I was like, what day is that or whatever? And she told me the day or whatever. She was like, oh, can you get her there at a certain time? So I was like, well, look, I can't get her there for that time. Her start time is 5:30. Granted, I can't get out of work like 4:30, 4:40 that she's trying to do or whatever the case may be. So I was like, look, I'll get her there. I had to speak to my higher peers or whatever, and I'm like, look, I got a situation on Mondays. I need to switch my schedule around, or even try to like lose a couple minutes or whatever on my paycheck or whatever, just to pick my daughter up. My higher ups was like, yo, do what you got to do. You a solid dad. You've been doing this since day one. Since you've been working with us, like, you always put your kids first, no matter what, right? My kid's mother never once said to me, pick up our daughter. Notice, I say our. She says my, I say our. She never once said, pick up our daughter and drop her to the dance or whatever, and then leave her and go about your business. I'll come to pick her up from after dance. She never once said that in a text message. She specifically said to me, reach out. She specifically said, can you get her there, whatever the case may be, whatever. To the point when I got there to pick my daughter up from her school, I got there and I was like, I reached out to her. I was like, oh, they didn't open the doors yet, whatever the case may be. I was like, but I'm still here on time, whatever the case may be. She's like, oh, this is why I was telling you needed to go there early, whatever the case may be. Regardless to what, I still got my daughter there on time for dance, right? Boom. Now, I get there, drop my daughter to dance, or whatever the case may be. Drop her to dance. I'm chilling, I'm minding my business or whatever the case may be. I think I was on a phone call or something like that. But how I'm standing, I could see in the mirror that's in front of me, and I see like when someone's coming behind me. So I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, I see her pull up, I see her get out the car or whatever, and I'm like, wait, huh? Like, in my mind, I already knew what she was doing. So she come, only thing she said to me was, oh, is this the room she's in? Which she knew which room she was in, by the way. She knew which room she was in. I'm like, yeah, that's the room upstairs or whatever. She never once told me that when you get there, you also as the dad can go upstairs and watch your daughter perform and all that. She never once said that to me. So she went upstairs. She did whatever, spoke to whoever she spoke to, whatever the case may be. She comes back out, didn't say a word to me, just went back into her vehicle that she came in, whatever vehicle she came in. She stayed in there for, I don't know, like 20, 25 minutes. Comes back out now, goes back in again and go back upstairs. So I'm like, all right, I know what she's doing. She wanted me to just bring my daughter, drop her, and leave, right? Well, correction, our daughter, because I noticed I just said my daughter. She wanted me to drop our daughter there and just leave, go about my business. And I'm like, all right, I see how this is gonna play out. So now when dance is over now, I know when I pick my daughter up and I take her somewhere, I bring her back to home or whatever. She comes out with my daughter, whatever. So I asked my daughter, I'm like, oh, does mommy drop you home? She was like, yeah. Mommy said she told you that. No, your mother did not tell me that. Right away, I left it as that, because I ain't want to have that conversation with my daughter. So now I asked, so the mother come out, go speak to some lady or whatever. So now when my kid's mother come over now, I'm like, wait up. So I was only supposed to pick her up, bring her here, and then what? And you come take her? Oh yeah, that's what I told you in the text message. I said, no, you didn't. I said, read the text message. You specifically said pick her up, take her to and take her to dance or whatever the case may be, and then I could bring her back. You never once said I'm gonna pick her up, bring her to dance, and then I go about my business. First off, everyone that knows me, I'm not bringing my daughter or my son anywhere and just leave them there and go about my business. No. You know how long I've been wanting to be a part of my daughter's dance, like dropping her to dance and all that. When she first signed up to dance, when the mom first signed up to dance, she made a big thing about it because the schedule wasn't working with me. So because the schedule wasn't working with me, she went and told my daughter all this bull crap about, oh, your dad don't want to take you to center. Never once told our daughter why I couldn't take her for that time slot. And knowing my kid's mother and dealing with her and just knowing the amount of years I've been around this woman, I know when she's trying to make me look like the bad person, right? So she told my daughter that, whatever case may be. So for like a good 2-3 years, I couldn't be a part of anything with my daughter. I'm only told about recitals, and then when I get told about recitals, it's literally a week, maybe 2 weeks before the recital. Then when I try to get good seats, I can't, because when it opens up for the recital, and then when I'm told about it, I go the very next day, and then my seats is all the way in the back, all the way to the side. Like, I could never get the front row where I could be front and center to see my daughter perform. All right, I don't stress it, right? What else? So I asked my kids, I was like, look, if this is how it's gonna be, I'm only picking her up and bringing her and leaving, and then I'm switching around my schedule for my daughter, our daughter. It's not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work for me, because as her father, I can bring her to dance, watch her perform, watch her do what her practice and that, whatever, and then I could drop her home. You do not need to come and shadow me and make it seem like I don't know what I'm doing as a dad. Like, I had a friend who went through the same situation. He was like, yo, I picked my kid up. I took my kid to basketball practice. Every time I'm taking him to basketball practice, mom coming, shadow me like I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, my kid's mother really thinks she's smarter than me. So then when I told her, look, that ain't gonna work for me, I'm not gonna just change around my schedule just to bring our daughter, and then go about my business. No, if I'm switching around my schedule for our daughter, I need to switch it around and also pick her up, take her there, watch her do what she do, and then I drop her home. For 3 years, she been going through bringing her, doing all this stuff, and I don't know anything. Then I gotta beg her for pictures. When my daughter do, when they do dance recitals, they do pictures or whatever, like with them in their outfit or whatever. I gotta beg my daughter. I gotta beg the mom to get a picture. My daughter did her pictures like this is 2025. She did her pictures like in April of this year. It took September for me to reach out to my kids. No, I asked my daughter, I was like, hey Cam, did you ever get your dance picture back? She was like, yeah, Ben got them back. Mommy has them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I asked the mother, I never got a picture, whatever the case may be. Her response is, oh, I forgot. Anything that has to deal with me as the father, she forgets. But I guarantee you, when it's that child support payment, if a child support payment is late, the payment is late. What's going on? That you remember that. Anything once it's about money, once it's about green, you remember that. Because to me, that's all I am to her, is money. Is an ATM to her. That's all, an ATM. So with that being said, I asked her, she hit me with the, I forgot. Then she hit me with the, I gotta look for it. I can't remember where I put it. All of this bull crap. But it's like, when you get the pictures, everyone else in your circle gets a picture. Your mom possibly get one, your sister, your friends, like all the people who are not in the picture when our kids were being conceived, or when it took two, because it take two, all of them that were not around, they are the ones that get acknowledgement and stuff with our kids before me, before I even know anything. Then I gotta beg and I gotta ask and I gotta go around the hoopla just to find out. No father that is dedicated, that is solid, that's determined, that's been there since day one, that never left his kid's side should go through this. And I see so many fathers that's fighting, that's struggling. The other day I came across a dad who said, yo, I'm give up. He's like, I'll give up. I can't do this. I'm like, yo, why you giving up? He's like, yo. Then when, he showed me certain text messages, I'm like, yo, that's stressful. Yes, to that extent, I haven't went through what he went through, but it's stressful. It's really stressful. It is really stressful, and it hurts. And it's like, we're suffering. And I know my kid's mother want me to, as they saying now, crash out, but I'm not going to crash out over her, especially over her. I'm not going to let her push my button to make me throw everything I've worked hard for down the drain over her, over excuse my language, over child support, or over the fact that I can't know what's going on with my kids. Like, I'm not. She is not worth it for me to do that.